Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and it's guys' night, baby. Okay, and tonight's episode is not safe for work because, again, we're talking about sex. But this time we're exploring the cleanliness of sex and what prep should be done, what protocols are involved, and how hygienic are we? There's a lot to dive into, and baby, I got the boys just for it. So let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, let's dive into this conversation with the fellas on the couch. We've got Jeremy Jensen back in the building. Sorry, we're not talking dating anymore. Now we're diving into sex. I hope you don't get too uncomfortable. Izzy Zapata's back, and he's been here before, and he ain't shy at all. Rudy's sitting next to him, also not shy at all. But I hope to make y'all blush. Even Dr. Ty Lerman, clinical sexologist and sex therapist, is gonna break some things down, but I hope to make you blush too, baby.
Good luck.
All right, we're gonna start with something very simple, okay? Let's check out this video.
That's disgusting. I love it.
When they want you after a sweaty workout, how do y'all feel about that sweaty, musky smell and having sex?
I just did it yesterday. It was great.
Yes. Do you crave it? Is it when you're done with the workout or when she's done with the workout?
Either way. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it just depends, like, the comfortability with your partner. I don't
Yeah.
think I would do it with, like, a random hookup, but, like, I've been dating this girl for almost a year now, so I'm
Yeah.
like, it's cool. I think it's hot, spontaneous, like, in the moment kind of thing.
Got you.
I don't mind it.
Okay.
But, like, you know, probably not, like, going down, you know.
Oh.
So
You are not practicing what you
But, like, I'm
preach
down to do
today.
everything else.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be honest. I did it 2 days ago. So you
Okay.
trumped me. You did it yesterday. And I think it was tied to, we had a nice little pickleball workout together.
You and this pickleball.
And you know, just seeing the athleticism, seeing the way that she, like, picked up her shirt to rub her face and the abs, that got me in the mood. So
Okay.
I don't think that I'm attracted to the dirty sweatiness, but it was like, I'm in the mood and I'm not trying to wait for you to get done with that shower. No way.
So it's the adrenaline, the like, we've been pumping. That's what it is. It isn't the attraction to the smell or the musk.
No.
No. Rudy?
I gotta be connected to you
Oh.
in some kind of way. Like it's like
In order to do that or to have sex, period, or?
No, I mean if we're gonna go to the gym and then afterwards, you know, like I want to be connected to you so that way I feel like it's like an added, like your pheromones or something or something I'm experiencing more so just like a funky smell or after gym smell. Sorry, not funky smell.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe a
it's-
little.
It might be funky. You know, it's got a little twang
We
to it.
like a little twang to it. If we really like all sides of that person that we're connected to, I can take the twang.
Dr. Ty, is there such a thing as an attraction to that funky smell? That
I mean, there's an attraction to everything. Like if you can think of it, people are attracted to it. But this is an entire kink for some
Yes.
folks. Yeah, post workout or after you know, adrenaline is going, you have your oxytocin flowing. Like it's a chemical reaction, almost literally.
Think about a night on the dance floor. You know, you just spent 3 hours literally dancing your ass off. That's going to create a tremendous amount of sweat, and musk is the word that I'm going to say. And I
Yeah.
don't think that's going to hold me back from getting my job done as a man.
Rudy's like, absolutely not.
If I'm drunk, I don't even smell it.
I was gonna say, a night after the club is a different thing than like
Yeah.
after the gym.
Yeah.
But
That's so
sometimes the
true.
the smell is the actual attraction.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where a lot of our pheromones come out.
Yeah, I mean, in leading up to this show, what we were seeing and what drove the question is there are some men who are obsessed with that smell and will go down for sure, lick ass, lick everything. And women do too. That is not the case for y'all. Y'all are just like, you know, we're vibing, it's good, it's a good sweat sesh. Like, what's gonna stop us? The smell won't, but you're not necessarily attracted to the smell. Is that fair?
I
agree.
I'm not unattracted to it is the position that I'll take.
You're not unattracted to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's not
that
a turn
is-
off, but it's not a turn
Yeah,
on either.
correct.
Yeah.
And if I'm in love with you, then I can really take the more in depth I can take that smell. You know.
Oh.
This guy catches feelings
Well,
quick. He's just talking about
You're like
love
me,
straight
bro.
out of the gate.
No, I'm just this is a connection between when you're connecting with that person, you know? So like if I'm really connected to you, you know, I can really look past certain things, and if you turn me on, then that might turn me on too.
Okay, I'm gonna go there with you on this journey. Do you think the emotional connection with someone will allow you to get nastier with them?
Yes,
in the bedroom?
that's exactly what I'm saying.
100%.
Okay, come on, Jeremy.
I take the opposite position, right? You know, I don't know. I just look at, I've only had maybe 3 serious relationships in the last 15 years.
And what,
of
they were
people
delicate
that
flowers?
I had the emotional connection to. I don't know. I'm just a vanilla heterosexual man, father of 3 kids, lived in Katy for 10 years whenever I was married. I don't think I'm as cool as these dudes right here. You know, my ex-wife is a Southern Baptist from Savannah, Georgia, and all we had was missionary sex. But it worked 3 times, right? And so it kind of got the job done.
Not 3
I think in
times.
order for
Sex can work
me-
without procreation. Just
yeah.
saying.
I think in order for me to develop true love, respect needs to be kind of like the undertone of the relationship that I have with my partner.
So you need a lady
And so, like,
in the
nasty
streets
is a little
and a lady in the
disrespect-
sheets.
I think in order for me to consider this is the mother of my children or this is a potential wife partner, I'm not trying to get that nasty.
We talked about this a little bit earlier.
What? No, we're gonna dive into it, Ty. Hold up. We gotta process.
You gotta
we gotta process. I know you got thoughts too. So you stay right there. We coming right back after them commercials because I'm judging you, baby. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We started talking about how we can get nasty in the bedroom. But I posed the question to Jeremy about whether or not, if you're more in love, can you get nastier? Izzy and Rudy agree. Jeremy says, absolutely not. My partner is a saint. She's a lady in the streets and the sheets. But Ty, Dr. Ty, you were about to say a little something.
Well, it was just a conversation we were having in the green room before we got here. Is just that sometimes it's easier to compartmentalize relationships, and sometimes it's good to have one partner for one type of sex and another partner for another type of sex.
Hold up. We need a partner for vanilla sex?
You don't need to, but you could.
He's speaking in hypotheticals. I think he's calling me out on maybe some of the practices that I utilize. I think that, you know, there's certain types of women that you get dressed up with and you take to a gala, right? Or you take to a nice restaurant in River Oaks. Is very proper, very well educated, you know, maybe strong Christian values. Well, that girl's typically not going to perform the same way as, you know, a 24-year-old with exposed tattoos, a septum ring, that lives in Montrose in the bedroom, right? That might be a very different
sounds like a
experience.
kink. Is it not?
Say
Like
more.
getting nasty with somebody who looks not as delicate.
I think there's a stereotype that's being talked about here, is that we can't find a person that does both.
Right.
Or maybe specific to you, you want someone who doesn't do both.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. That's what it sounds like.
Well, you're the PhD sex therapist.
I'm saying what
so-
it sounds like.
I mean, you can't fight science, Tom. Yeah.
I mean, that does sound like it's what you're saying, that you don't think two.
That's just one
can
man's
be
opinion,
one.
maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so let's dive into raw dogging it. So, men are known for
Speaking of
not
it,
wanting to
smooth
strap
segue.
it on. And will just go for it if they can, if the opportunity presents itself. How often have you engaged in sexual intercourse without asking your partner if they have an STI?
The dog comes out.
He's like, it's
You
easier
know
to count
damn
how
well
often
we
I
won't
did
ask.
ask. Yeah.
Like, I never asked.
We should have talked about that before we got to this point.
Yeah.
Why?
Say again?
Why?
Like, why are we talking about this now? Like, we should have been talked about this before.
Oh, you're saying with your partner, by the time you're in the bedroom,
We should have already talked
you
about
should have
that.
already talked about
got
it.
it.
When we get to
Understood.
the bedroom, we in the bedroom.
We in the bedroom. We're
Okay.
we're full sin.
So have you already discussed it then before? Or are you typically in there and you're like, I didn't ask, so here we are.
It's a very vague question.
Like, what do you say?
Maybe-
Am I safe?
like every single sexual partner, I can't like say that like, hey,
Sure.
every single time I've been like, hey, are you
Are you good?
You got the clap?
Yeah. Like I don't even think.
Because I'm trying to clap.
And I think maybe I've been asked that like twice.
You've been asked twice.
Yes.
And I assume you've had more than 2 partners.
Correct.
Okay.
I just. Yeah.
Izzy, have you ever been asked?
I've had girls ask me like, "Are you clean?" And I've never had an STD ever in my life. Knock on wood.
Knock
but
on all the wood,
so
yeah.
I've been golden. But I have been asked. For me, I take the more gentleman approach. It depends. Like you said, there's girls where you just don't give a and you know you're never gonna see them again. I think if it's somebody that I can see potential with, I will out of courtesy be like, hey, do you need me to stop and buy some condoms, or like, do you have some? Just majority of the time they'll want to go raw, but I think it's just the thought that counts. Like, oh, he thought about it, so like they get even nastier. You know what I mean? Because you're a gentleman about it.
We got some nasty boys on this stage.
Jeremy,
have
come on,
con-
clean boy.
I have condoms in my car, condoms in my other car, and condoms in my truck, coupled with boxes on boxes of condoms in the dresser next to my bed.
Do you have condoms on you right now?
I do not have condoms. I wasn't planning on having
I
sex
was,
right now, but
I
hey,
know, but I was
nice.
trying to with the wallet imprint, you know? I didn't-
Yeah, no, I
that
don't
was
know. I
not
think
an invitation.
maybe it's a guy that that has 3 kids already. Maybe it's a guy that has got a lot to lose. Maybe it's a guy that's been shaken down on what I perceive as a false claim to be pregnant, right? To where it's like, you know what? I'm just going to be the guy that learns to enjoy wrapping it up.
Okay, and you enjoy it, I presume.
I mean, I still finish.
All right, the show is not finished. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm having a guys' night with Jeremy, Izzy, Rudy, and Dr. Ty Lerman. We just finished talking about STDs, STIs, and whether or not you ask or have been asked. Dr. Ty, someone being asked if they're clean or not is not the way to approach them to ask if they have
Yeah,
an STI.
I thank you. I would love for us to start to move our language away from using the word clean to imply to ask if we are STI free or do we have anything?
What's a better way to
Yeah,
ask that
how would you
question?
approach it?
Yeah, do you have an STI?
Are you STI free?
Do you have an
Are you
STI?
STI free? Do you have HIV or not? Like, I think we can just ask the damn question. And just because you have an infection of something does not make you dirty as a human.
Right.
And that's the implication. We are not our diseases. We are not our infections.
Right. But I feel like it's super important, and especially recently. I mean, this show is based in the city of Houston, which apparently has really high STI rates. What I'm hearing time and time again is that people don't really ask the question. And as Izzy said, like, if he doesn't know her and won't see her again tomorrow, like.
So the truth is, we need to do some myth busting around STIs.
Okay.
Because like we're all roughly the same age group. We were raised kind of in the 80s where like it was still the AIDS epidemic. Like people were still dying from STIs and STDs. So like we were raised in that mentality, but the truth is like these are just infections that I'm not saying we should go out and not have protection. Please take care of yourselves. But everyone's risk profile is different. And a lot of how we engage sexually depends on our risk profile. And so if we feel it's an okay risk to not use protection, and we face the consequences of that, then that's your choice. But we shouldn't shame those folks. It's just about being a responsible slut. And I use that word incredibly positively. It's okay to be a slut, but you got to do it responsibly, not just for yourself, but for your partners. It's a basic human decency of respect. And so whether we're having this conversation ahead of time or we just go to the clinic every 3 months, which you should be doing if you are sexually active.
I was just going to ask,
every
how
3 months.
often should be, okay,
every
so every
3
3
months.
months you need to go to
Yes.
the clinic.
If you are a sexually active human, go to the clinic every 3 months.
Even if you are allegedly in a monogamous relationship where you assume.
Yeah, that's what I say. What
that
if you've been dating the same person for a while?
Should you
now?
still be
Yes.
going?
If you are in a monogamous relationship and you're not having external relationships, then it's okay to push that back.
I don't agree. Oh, sorry.
Don't
hear
say
it.
you're
Say it with
sorry.
your chest,
Speak
baby.
on it. Come on, Rudy.
I think that your sexual health is still your sexual health. Your health is still your health, period. We cannot give up our sense of individuality when we're in a relationship solely based off like, oh, this person, I'm the same person. Like, no, I think you should still get tested. You know, you never know. Not that you're not trusting that person, but it's your sexual health. So
Yeah.
I don't think you should just stop when you get with somebody.
You know, I used to go to the Any Lab test now and get the full screen, you know, every 4 to 6 months, right? And, you know, out of pocket, it's $400. And then I realized that my health insurance actually pays for it every 3 months, right? And so I get it from my primary care physician. Easy blood work, pee in a cup, out the door in literally less than 10 minutes.
Yes. Also, if you're sexually active, you should look into getting onto PrEP, which is pre-exposure prophylactics. This is a prevention for HIV. It works for men and women. It is incredibly effective. It is not cheap. So if you have insurance, that's the best way to go. But there are also free clinics and low-income clinics where you can get access to it. So money shouldn't be a huge factor. Legacy Community Health is a great place to go to, just to plug someone, and they can work with a sliding scale no matter where you are to make sure that you get access to care. I hear you with your sexual health, and I'm not saying don't get tested, but the frequency isn't as much needed. It's about the need, and if you are truly monogamous, then there is not a need. So as much. You should still go, absolutely, and get your regular checkups, but it's not needed as much.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
And also, sorry, if you do get an STI, that does not make you unclean, and it's usually just a pill or a shot, and then you're good to go in 2 weeks. This is not a huge thing. It's like you get the flu, it's 2 weeks and you're good, right?
Yeah.
We need to destigmatize getting an STI. Half of America has an STI at some point in their adult life. Half. And 80% of America.
And the other half ain't having sex.
And 80% of America has herpes 1, right? So like
Yeah.
we need to normalize this. So it's not this freak show, and it's not a horrible thing if you get it. It's a pill, you take a shot, you move on with your life.
Okay. Well, this turned out to be a lot, I won't use the word cleaner. A lot more PG than and actually probably not PG either, mature 14 than I wanted it to. We were supposed to talk ass to mouth, but we didn't. Cheers to you.
Next time.
All right, coming up next, I've got Tipsy Treats in the building. And baby, she's bringing more than drinks. She's bringing some delicious food. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar because I've got Sherelle Lemon here, owner of Tipsy Treats. And baby, it's not back that glass up tonight. She's here for what? Midnight Munchies! Okay, you've come and shown off your drinks because baby, you got 27 years as a bartender. So you know what you're doing with them cocktails.
Thank you.
But they always say that a bartender is actually a really good chef as well. So I'ma see if what you got at Tipsy Treats.
See what I'm working with.
Yeah. Okay, so what you got for me?
Okay, so we have collard greens with smoked turkey and rice to soak up the pot liquor
How long does it take you to make this?
all morning.
Oh my God. I mean, y'all getting that. Oh, hell yeah.
That's what everybody do. That's what everyone does. It's my grandmother's recipe, my mom's recipes. Been in the family forever. We don't play around.
Oh, hell no. That's fantastic.
Thank you so
I
much.
could drink this right now.
They do it.
Okay, this is a great start.
Thank you.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, try the red beans and rice.
Okay.
And it's with chicken, sausage, and smoked turkey. There's no pork in it. I love pork, but I don't want to alienate anyone, so
Ooh.
it's meaty.
Mmm,
Thank
that
you.
is so flavorful.
Thank you.
Have you always had food on your menu? at
We've
Tipsy?
always had food on the menu. We started with the collard greens and the red beans and rice. We added smothered chicken and short ribs, which we had last time, but then we added the gumbo and we added our southern roll and our spinach dip.
Is this the gumbo?
Yes, that's the
I see.
gumbo.
What is in this gumbo? I see this shrimp. It's calling me.
It's chicken andouille sausage. There's shrimp, there's crab, and there's also chicken. I know, huh? And that roux. Really? Thank you. Thank you so much. This is my family that you're tasting right here.
I'm very mad
I'm great. Why?
because I haven't had this food before.
Oh, I'll bring it to you anytime. Thank you.
All right, so for people who missed the episode that you were on talking
Yes.
about Tipsy Treats and
Yes.
your cocktails,
Yes.
but now that they see all this and they see my face because it's good, where are you located?
We're located at 3839 Southwest Freeway across from Lakewood Church in the Mercedes dealership, across the freeway, next to the popcorn bar. That's where we are. And we're open till 3 in the morning, Friday and Saturday. Selling food,
Selling food.
period.
So the kitchen closes at
3 in the morning. You can pull up at 2:55 and you can get an amazing meal. There's nowhere to eat good late night food. And I want that to be.
You said there's no, and actually there is. It's
Where?
Tipsy Treats. What you mean?
I mean,
All
there
right,
was.
Hold up, let me.
You
well,
right.
I gotta have the final bite.
Okay.
What should the final
The
bite
final
be?
bite?
Come on.
Okay. So I would say maybe the southern roll, but these short rib and collard green tacos, short rib collard green tacos.
Okay, period.
Pick
All
it up.
right, listen, I'm gonna
With
eat
that.
this. I'm gonna eat it all. All right. Cheers to you. I hope you have a wonderful night. Listen, it's about to be midnight. There's still 3 more hours
There you
at Tipsy Treats. We'll
Yes.
see you guys next time. We've got every episode of The Nightcap, and we can go for hours. Download the Fox Local app on any of the following smart TV platforms and get in on the fun.